Herbal formulation. Learning objective of the chapter: to study about herbal formulation in detail, to study conventional herbal formulation, its definition, advantages, disadvantages, preparation, evaluation, and examples of marketed herbal formulations. Content of the chapter: definition of herbal formulation, challenges in herbal formulation, steps in herbal formulation, then conventional herbal formulations like syrup, mixture, tablet, novel dosage forms like liposomes, phytosomes, nanoparticles, microsphere. So, what is herbal formulation? According to WHO, herbal dosage form are physical form like liquid, solid, semi-solid products produced from herb with or without excipients in particular formulation. Herbal material such as dried roots or fresh juices of herbal preparation such as extracts are used to produce herbal dosage forms. Challenges in herbal formulation: the toxicological, epidemiological, and other data available regarding formulation is confusing. Authentication of herbal material is difficult. Pharmacological, toxicological, and clinical documentation is tedious task. It is difficult to follow pharmacovigilance guidelines in case of herbal formulations. Standardization, safety, and efficacy management of herbal formulation are a big task. There are various hurdles in conduction of clinical trials of herbal formulations. Steps in herbal drug formulations: selection, drying, and grinding of herbal drugs, extraction of plant material, filtration and concentration of extract, powder extract, preparation of dosage forms. These are the steps involved in formulation of herbal formulation. First, we have to select a particular drug, then it's drying and grinding. Grinding should be coarse or fine powder depending on the selected drug material. Then extraction is followed, successive extraction method is followed, filtration and concentration of the extract after extraction. Then the extract is evaporated. After that it is collected, and after some analytical methods a particular formulation is formed into its dosage form. Conventional herbal formulations. So today we will see syrup, mixture, tablet, novel dosage forms like liposomes, phytosomes, nanoparticles, and microspheres. So first we will go with syrup. What are syrups? Syrup are viscous liquids containing high amount of sugars or other sweetening agents. They are prepared by various methods such as dissolving, mixing, suspending, or emulsifying herbal extracts or decoction in a solution of honey, sucrose, or other sweetening agents. Syrups can also be prepared by using infusions. Syrups may or may not contain medicines or flavoring agents. Non-medicated syrups are containing flavoring agents, while medicated syrups are containing medications or the medicines. Advantages of syrup. Unpleasant taste of medication can be masked. It is easy to swallow medication in syrup form. It is easy to administer drug in pediatric patients as they are sweet in taste or easy to swallow. It have a soothing effect on irritated tissues. Preparation of herbal formulation. How they are prepared. Firstly, preparation of decoction of the plant material. Weighed quantity of plant material is extracted with sufficient quantity of boiling water. Boiling water is continued till the volume of solution reduces to 1/4 of its volume. Then the liquid is cooled and filtered. To prepare simple syrup, 40 gram of sucrose is dissolved in sufficient water to get 100 ml of concentrated simple syrup. Then the solution is filtered. Finally, plant decoction is mixed with simple syrup in 1:4 ratio respectively. That is, plant decoction solution is 1 and simple syrup solution is 4 ratio to get 100 ml of herbal syrup. Preservatives, colorants and flavoring agents may be added if needed. Then evaluation of herbal syrup. Organoleptic characters, pH, specific gravity, total solid content, stability. Next, determination of solid content. In solid content, weighed quantity of syrup is placed in an empty Petri plate which is already weighed, pre-weighed Petri plate. Then sample taken is evaporated using water bath and then dried at a low temperature. Final weight of the Petri dish is taken with the concentrated sample. Then total solid content is calculated by the formula weight of Petri dish after drying subtraction with weight of empty Petri dish divided by sample weight, sample you have taken, into 100, and at the end you will get total solid content of the herbal syrup. Next evaluation parameter, it is stability testing. In this, syrup is stored at room temperature and accelerated temperature condition. Then at the interval of 24, 48 and 72 hours, syrup is evaluated for physicochemical parameters, its turbidity, thermal stability, degradation and homogeneity. Thus, the stability testing of herbal formulation is done. Examples: raspberry syrup and glycyrrhizia syrup. Raspberry syrup is prepared from fresh juice of ripened raspberries and possesses a very pleasant taste that is enjoyed by children. It is particularly useful for masking the taste of bromides, cyrates, and other saline drugs, as well as for antipyrine and substances having an acid taste. Glycyrrhizia syrup, it is an excellent masking agent for bitter substances and it has a pH of 6. Next, in category of syrup, some Ayurvedic liquid formulations are discussed. That is our Asava and Arishta. They are medicinal preparations proceed by soaking the drug in a powder form or in the form of their decoctions in a solution of jaggery or for a specified period of time. During soaking, it undergoes fermentation, generating alcohol, and it acts as a preservative in the product. Examples of Asava and Arishta: Kumari Asav, Punarnava Asav, Chandana Asav, Draksha Arishta, Ashoka Arishta, Kurtra Arishta. So, Arishta, method of preparation of it: drug is taken or the mentioned herb or the drug are coarsely powdered, then the decoction is prepared from them. Decoction made is strained or filtered and kept in safe place for fermentation. Jaggery, sugar or honey as mentioned in the formula is separately dissolved, boiled, filtered and added to the fermentation vessel. Then the dravyas or other ingredients are fine powdered and added to the vessel. At the end, the Kati Pushpa is added if it is mentioned in the formula. Mouth of the vessel is completely covered with earthen lid. Edge of the lid is sealed with clay smeared cloth wrapped in 7 constitutive layers. Then the container is kept in a heap of paddy. Paddy is to maintain the constant temperature. After specified period, the earthen lid is removed carefully and vessel content is checked for fermentation. Then the content is strained and kept at it is for 2 to 3 days. It is again strained so that the content at sediments mix properly. Then they are packed in a glass bottles. Similar method of preparation for asava. Only the difference between these two is in case of asava, decoctions are used. And in case of arista, decoctions are used. In case of asava, no decoctions are used. In this method, decoction is not made. Jaggery, sugar or honey as mentioned in the formula are dissolved, boiled and filtered. Then it is put into the fermentation pot for fermentation. Then the herbs are added into the above solution. Then the dravyas and the other ingredients are added and also the Dhakati Pushpa if mentioned in the formula. Then the same procedure continues, that is the mouth of the vessel is covered with the earthen lid and the edge of the lid is sealed with a clay smeared cloth wrapped with 7 constitutive layers. Then the content is kept in the heap of paddy to maintain the constant temperature. After a specific period of time, the earthen lid is removed and it is checked for fermentation. Then it is kept for 2 to 3 days after filtration. It is again strained so that the content of the sediment mix properly and they are packed in a glass bottles. So the only difference between asava and arista, in arista decoctions are used, in case of asava no decoctions are used. Precautions during preparation of asava and arista. Earthen vessel to be used should not be new. Before using any vessel, first water should be boiled in it. Proper cleaning of vessel is necessary. Each time vessel to be used should be fumigated with pipali churna and smeared with cow ghee before pouring of liquid. Wooden pot, porcelain jars are used in case of large manufacturing units. Characteristics of asava and arista. Filtered should be very cleared. Then no froth at the top. Should not become sour. Has the characteristic or aromatic alcoholic odor. Preservation, it should be kept in a sealed bottles or jars. Next formulation is tablet. So what are tablets? Tablets are solid dosage forms made up of herbal extract, powder, plant powder or granules is blended with excipients such as binders, glidants, disintegrating agents, diluents, etc. and are compressed to form a defined size and shape. Tablets are coated or uncoated. Tablets can be prepared by following methods: direct compression method, wet granulation method, granulation by preliminary compression, then coating of tablets. First one is direct compression method. In this method, herbal ingredients are accurately weighed and mixed with appropriate excipients. Then, by using tablet compression machine, all the ingredients are directly compressed to form a tablet. Second, weight granulation method. In this method, accurately weighed herbal extract are triturated with excipients and binder solution of desired concentration. The wet mass thus obtained is passed through the sieve to obtain granules. Then the granules are dried, sieved and mixed with lubricants. These granules are punched by tablet compression machine into a desired size and shape. Third one is granulation by preliminary compression. This method is used for moisture sensitive drugs. First, dry extract powder is compressed to form large slugs or tablets. Then, these slugs are broken into small pieces and sieved through specific sieve mesh number to obtain granules. Then, these granules are mixed with lubricants and disintegrating agents and compressed to form a tablet. Last one is coating of tablets. Coating is done to mask undesirable color, odor and taste, to protect from moisture or to mask or to make sustained release product. It is carried out using pan coating or press coating method. Then evaluation of tablet. General appearance of the tablet. In general appearance, it involves color, size and shape of the tablet, then its odor also, unique identification mark, then organoleptic characters, then hardness of the tablet, friability of the tablet, weight variation test, content uniformity test, disintegration and dissolution test. These are followed as per USP, and if in case granulation is done, then in case of granulation evaluation is done, that is angle of reports, Carr's index, Hausner's ratio, bulk density and tap density. These parameters are also involved. Then next one is mixture, that is churna or bhasma. So first we will study the churna. What are churna? They are solid dosage form. They are based on number and the nature of drug and size of particles. Based on number and nature of drug, simple churna, compound churna, churna with metallic properties are the three churna available. Based on size of particles, stula churna, sukshma churna, atyantak sukshma churna, that is coarse powder, fine powder and very fine powder. Preparation. Drugs are cleaned and dried properly. They are finely powdered and sieved through the mesh 80. If more than one drug is there, then they are separately powdered and sieved and then they are mixed. Powder should not adhere together or become moist. Finer powder has better therapeutic value. It should be preserved or stored in airtight containers. Marketed preparations are Triphala Churna and Sudarshan Churna. Preservation of Churna. It should be stored in airtight containers. Precautions of formulation of Churna or precautions taken during formulation of Churna. Clean and dried drugs should be used for preparation of Churna. They should be finely sifted. Each substance should be powdered separately and then mixed. Mortar and pestle should be clean and dry. Must be stored in a dry container, should not be prepared in a rainy season. These are some precautions to be carried out. Evaluation of Churna. pH determination, then ash value, in that total ash and acid insoluble ash. Determination of moisture content, determination of extractive value, that is water soluble extractive value and alcohol soluble extractive value, and determination of crude fiber content. Bhasma. Next mixture. Bhasma in Ayurvedic formulation, in Ayurveda it is defined as product obtained from calcination. Procedure for preparing these medicines are time consuming and complicated. It is calcinated preparation in which the germ or metal is converted into ash. They are purified to remove impurities and treated by triturating and macerating in herbal extracts. The dough so obtained is calcinated to obtain the ash. Preparation. Bhasmi karna. Bioincompatible is made biocompatible by certain processes. Objective of the same are elimination of harmful matters from the drug, modifications of undesired physical properties of drug, conversion of some of the characteristic of the drug, enhancement of therapeutic action. Steps involved are Shodhana, that is purification, Marna, that is powdering, Chalna, that is stirring, Dhavna, that is washing, Galna means filtering, Putana means heating, Mardana means triturating, Bhavana means coating with herbal extract, Amritkarna means detoxification, and Sandharana means preservation. These are the steps involved in formulation of bhasma. Each and every step is followed. Classification of bhasma: metal based bhasma, mineral based bhasma, herbal bhasma. Importance of bhasma: provide easily absorbed and usable calcium.